In this session so far, we've learned a lot of songs and a lot of strums, and we've started putting it all together. It's only natural that we add some finger picking as well. So let's recap on our initial two finger picking patterns that we learned in session 1. We learned finger picking pattern number 1, which was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and nice and easy. And finger picking pattern number 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we'll go on and we'll learn two new finger picking patterns. If you can't remember how to finger pick, then go back and review the initial lesson. But anyway, finger picking pattern number 3 has something new about it. As you can see, the P and the A are directly in line with each other vertically, which means that we're actually going to play them together. So we will actually pluck with the third finger on the A finger on the first string at the same time we pluck with the P on the 6th string. So the initial note goes like that. Hear how the two of them are plucked together? The rest of the pattern is just standard from there. I'll do it for you now. That's finger picking pattern number 3. I'll count it out now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next finger picking pattern is similar to the pattern number 2 in that we don't actually pluck two strings together, but it just adds another pattern to our repertoire. I'll play that one for you now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. To learn these patterns, you really should try and practice them with no chord and just try and do 2 or 3 or 4 bars in a row without stopping in the middle and trying to memorize the patterns. As a final note to our finger picking, just as the A chord had the 5th string bass note that the thumb played, the D chord had the 4th string bass note the thumb played, and the E chord the 6th string bass. The new chords we've learned also have a different bass as well. You'll need to know what these are, and you'll need to memorize them for the songs. I want you to play the Bob Dylan Ballad song and also the old one by the Animals using finger picking pattern number 3 and finger picking pattern number 2 with them. I'll play them for you now, but before we do that, I want to go through the different chords and what the bass notes are. So as we know, the A chord has the 5th string, the D chord the 4th string bass, the E chord the 6th string bass. On the G chord, this one here, we also use the 6th string bass there. The C chord has the 5th string bass, the A minor chord the 5th string bass, the B7 chord has a 5th string bass as well, and the F chord has a 4th string bass. So now that we know what all the various bass notes are, we can play the songs. I'll play for you first the Bob Dylan Ballad song using finger picking pattern number 2 and the correct bass notes. You should play these over and over as well and try and get familiar with which bass notes and get the thumb used to changing between them depending on what chord you are. Anyway, first of all the ballad song using finger picking pattern number 2. Sounds very nice finger pick, doesn't it? Very, very nice. Anyway, next the Animals 60s song using finger picking pattern number 3. That's the one where we pluck the 1st string and the 5th string together with the correct bass note, of course. So I'll play it for you now. Again, a very lovely sounding song. The songs sound quite different finger picked than what they do strummed, and you really should try and do them both ways. Now that we've completed session 2 and session 1, we should have a fair amount of knowledge behind us. We know how to play 8 different chords, we have 5 different strums and 4 different finger picking patterns, as well as a number of songs to play. It's important that we play the songs over and over and really try to get them right. The ones that we'll be using throughout the book that we really work on and make better and better and keep improving is the Bob Dylan Ballad song, the Animals 60s song, and also the 12-bar blues. Those songs are really important and really try to get them right, both finger picking and strummed with different strums and different finger picking patterns. And that's the best way to learn. It'll get you to learn all your chords, all your strums and all your patterns. Good luck, and we'll see you in session 3.